We'll get you the lender to give you the loan. We'll do the renovation. We'll get it lead certified. We'll get you property insurance. We'll handle the tenant. If the tenant ever fucks up, we'll evict that motherfucker and get you a new tenant. All right, y'all, this was going to make you some money in Cleveland, okay? We got ourselves a good-looking rental here, man. 15804 Cloverside, coming to you under $100,000, right? How many markets in America can you guys go and get a property for under $100,000? And that is under $100,000 as the purchase price. If we're talking out-of-pocket money, what are you paying? $20,000 on this thing, $15,000, $25,000, right? Depending on the type of loan product you get, you're able to get investor loans with a 15, 20, or 25% down payment. If you need lenders for that, by the way, let me know. I'll get you mine, okay? So 15, 20, 25K out of your pocket, and you're able to bring in $1,600 a month in guaranteed Section 8 rent, folks. That is why Cleveland is one of the best rental property markets for investors. And this property, as you see from the footage, it was just, vacated by the previous tenant, the previous owner. I guess he's the current owner, but he'll be the previous owner after you become the new owner. He was self-managing this investment and realized he didn't want to be in the game anymore. It's not for him. So you're just going to need to go in and we'll clean this thing up for you and get it Section 8 rent ready, right? It doesn't need anything major, folks. Like the mechanicals, they're almost brand spanking new. They're all like a year old. They're nice and shiny. The roof's around 10 years old. The electric's updated. We're probably going to spend maybe like $5,000 to $10,000, cleaning out the trash that's left, changing locks, repainting everything, getting it looking good, right? Speaking of repainting, that's another thing, okay? This guy was a self-managed landlord. He's out of state. He's far away. He doesn't do this professionally, so he doesn't, know all the ins and outs and all the legalities of being a landlord in Cleveland. So he failed to get this property lead certified. So that is something we're going to need to do. We're going to need to get it lead certified for you. But don't worry. We are professionals, and we do this every day, and we actually work with the #1 lead certification company in the Cleveland market, PB Free. We work with them to get all of the Holton-Wise properties completely lead certified because it can be a hassle, right? These are newer laws. For those of you not in the know, like if this is the first time you've ever looked into investing in the city of Cleveland, a few years ago, the bright folks at the Cleveland city government decided to enact these new lead certification laws where you had to every couple years get your property certified as lead hazard safe, so it's not a danger to your tenants. And since that time, they've kind of changed and then rechanged and then rechanged and then rechanged and then rechanged how they do that thing over and over and over and over again because, well, they're the government, right? And, it could be a very simple process, but they're like, we're the fucking government, so we're going to do it fucking wrong, and then we're going to realize it's wrong, and we're going to change it, and we're going to do it even worse and then worse and then worse. And, they keep coming up with new ways they want to do it. It's kind of a fucking pain in the ass, and if you're not like somebody who does this every single day, like PB Free, like Holton-Wise, it could be a lot. So you get people like this guy who just, he ignored it. He didn't feel like dealing with it, right? Not necessarily a great idea, by the way, to ignore it, because if you ignore it, the city doesn't always catch you right away, but eventually they catch you, and then they start fining the fuck out of you. And then also, there was like a little period of time where the Cleveland Housing Court was not allowing you to evict tenants that stopped paying rent if you didn't have your house lead certified, which that was like totally fucking illegal and a massive overreach by the magistrate, Mona Scott. But that dumb cunt is no longer the magistrate in the Cleveland Housing Court, so you don't have to worry about that. And also, that was overturned in the higher courts, and they're like, hey, bro, you're a fucking magistrate. You don't get to just fucking make up new laws. You have to enforce the actual laws, you dumb fucking whore. So That's no longer a problem, but these are like the kinds of things that like we were having to deal with. And you get investors like this guy who's like, yeah, I don't know. You got this fucking crazy bitch on the bench trying to fucking legislate new laws. And, so it's changed many a times is what I'm saying. But that's why, to put a bow on this topic, you work with us, you work with PB Free, and we go through all of that bullshit and deal with all that red tape and government stupidity and government overreach. We deal with all that for you and make it a pretty seamless transition for you, right? It's not exactly seamless for us behind the scenes, but we absorb all that and we take it on the chin and we handle it for you because we do this every day. So oftentimes we'll be speaking with people that work for Cleveland or this or that, and we know more about what it is than they do, right? Especially when it comes to Zach, the owner of PB Free. He'll have to educate a lot of the folks he's dealing with on how they're supposed to do their fucking jobs. But at the end of the day, we'll get it done. We get it done, and then you will be totally compliant, okay? And if they make any changes, Zach's on top of that. PB Free, they take care of that. They get it all done. Make sure you stay in compliant with the city, with Uncle Sam, and you continue bringing in your $1,600 a month, right? Do this thing full service for you, okay, folks? We'll get you the lender to give you the loan. We'll do the renovation. We'll get it lead certified. We'll get you property insurance. We'll handle the tenant. If the tenant ever fucks up, we'll evict that motherfucker and get you a new tenant. It's all top to bottom turnkey experience for you. Is it super seamless on the back end? No. That's why you're paying us, because we make it seamless for you. Or if you are a trained pro and you know what you're doing and you're good at this and you can handle with all this BS on your own and you want to deal with it all on your own, that's fine too. We can be a la carte. We could just sell you the property. You could take the property and then you could handle all that bullshit. You could fight all those battles on your own. That's fine with us. It's up to you. We offer the full turnkey solution. We could offer half of the turnkey solution. It is literally up to you how much you want. Anyway, either way, if you're interested in buying the property, that's where it all starts. So if you want to make an offer, email it to my team, sales@holton-wise.com. You're going to want to make your offer contingent on inspection if you're an out-of-state investor, right? Speaking of that, it's all about transparency here, right? I mean, obviously, we didn't try to, clean up the footage or anything. We showed you the footage. It's still crap in the unit, right? You get, agents and shit. You see these, little old lady realtors. They're out there fucking using AI to clean up their photos and make their photos look good. Well, I mean, yeah, you made a nice photo, bro, but that's not the fucking house. So what the fuck does that matter? That's me going on a fucking dating website or whatever, and I got a fucking picture, fucking Bradley Cooper. And then, the date shows up, and they're like, dude, you're not Bradley Cooper. I'm like, well, yeah, but that picture looked better. What the fuck? That's just wasting time and leading to, a lot of disappointment, okay? So we are all about the transparency. And as a matter of fact, when I'm done talking here, I'm going to show you the complete unedited video footage of when my guys were in this house, right? So you could literally see it all, completely unedited, no censorship whatsoever. I want you to see exactly what it is you're buying, right? Because that's what you're fucking buying. I don't know why people would give you a different impression, because that's just going to lead you to being all butthurt later when they're like, duh, here's the renovation bill to fix this up. And you're like, what are you talking about? Look at this photo you sent me. It looked amazing. And you're like, oh, that was AI virtually staged. So I don't know why people do that shit. It just wastes their time and makes people mad at them later. So we're all about the transparency here, because, the fact that it's messy and needs a little bit of repairs, I don't know why anyone would hide that. It's still absolutely worth $99,999 like that. If it was cleaned up, I would be charging you a lot more fucking money to buy the house, okay? That's why it's under $100K. All right, so stick around. If you're out of state and you can't tour the house yourself, stick around. I'll show you all that uncensored footage. Then email me your offer. And if you're local and you want to get in and physically tour it yourself, just email me. I'll get you the lockbox code. Or if you want to hire your own real estate agent and you're working with them, they'll be able to access the lockbox code from the MLS. And if they're telling you that they cannot, because we get that sometimes, some of the real estate agents can't figure out where to go in the MLS to access the lockbox code. If your agent is telling you, oh, yeah, I can't figure out how to get the lockbox code from Holton-Wise, you should probably fire that motherfucker, because that motherfucker is stupid. If that motherfucker doesn't know how to get the lockbox code from where I've put it in the MLS, that is one dumb son of a bitch. And I guarantee you, you working with them is a complete waste of your money, because just so you know, we're totally good with you guys hiring your own real estate agents. That's fine. You want that representation, that's great. But remember, we ain't going to pay them for you, so you're going to want to negotiate some type of pay structure with that agent ahead of time, because they ain't getting any money from us. It's all coming from you. I'm guessing they're not going to work for free. So if you found yourself an agent you want to use, and you've agreed to pay them, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, whatever it is, and then they can't figure out how to get the lockbox code from the MLS, holy shit, you done fucked up, son. So that's a big old red flag from you. That's a nice pro tip from me. But if you did hire a non-idiot real estate agent, they'll be able to get you that lockbox code, and then they'll work directly with us, and they could submit the offer to us. Or if you're somebody who wants to go on your own and save that money, you could just submit directly to me, or ask me directly for the lockbox code, and I'll set up a member of my team and stuff will set you up with a tour and get you in there, and then I'll write up your contract. All right, however you want to handle it. And again, if you want to see that video tour, all the uncensored footage, stay tuned right now.
Lock the door. No unlock.
15804.
Spot come unlock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I'll lock it.
Yeah, it's a nice garage.
She basically said that she's going up to the store for some stuff, and if we're done before she's back,
Just pull it shut.
Do the garage.
I won't.
We won't. We'll leave it.
Garage. 2-car. Couple dog kennels. Couple 2-tree kennels. Come on, adjust. No, not like that. What the fuck? There we go. Might need some micro edits on that one. Does have central air. I'm gonna guess it's not on though. You can see the machine back there.
It's got that AC though.
Stuff.
Missing some siding.
Yeah, a couple pieces on the other side too. It's got a back addition on it here.
This is a nice size bedroom, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So much room for activities.
Yep. At least they were nice enough to leave some of these windows open for us. Couple of them at
She
least.
said she was going through kind of secure and everything, but should be able to just lock that.
Yeah, basement. Basement. So,
It's like a half finished basement.
yep. Newer furnace. Or hot water tank. Furnace is newer too.
Oh, it's a little half of that down here.
Yeah.
Maybe a full.
It's a full.
Shit.
Doesn't look like it gets much use though. It's all dried up. That's me. Alright, restart. Rebalance the gimbal. Basement. Get this one more time. I've never seen anybody put a screw through 2 breakers. Looks like somebody smokes clovers. Get your ass back in the basement. Alright, you're good. I just want to get the kitchen from both angles.
Very good. Sometimes I'll be in the way and shit.
Skirt. Stopped it right at your arm. Woo! Hot as the dickens in here. Cabinet. Turlet. Surround looks newer. And I almost misspoken too early. Said there's no attic here. Oh, there isn't. Okay. Thought this was. It's just a closet. So this is a 2-bed?
Well, is there only one up there?
Was there one downstairs?
Yeah, that back one.
Well, I guess, yeah, that's a bedroom.
I'd probably call it a bedroom.
Yeah. All right. No boys allowed. Hey, you were smart not coming up here, dude. It's hot.
He rises, bro.
And this, though it's screwed shut, is the door for that back patio area. But there is a door behind there.
We got a back patio?
Yeah. The roof. That's pretty much it. About to be a vacant single family. East Cleveland. She wasn't lying though. You can smell the fridge even though it's not open.
Yeah.
What's this?
Pantry. Pantry.
It's the mouse poop pantry.
I mean, that's what you want in your pantry.
Yeah. Alright.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to Holton-Wise TV for more financial information, education, and entertainment.